Hey everyone, it's Shark here, and today I'll be showing you the 3 different methods that I use to do a French manicure tip. These use fairly easily obtainable items that you can get in a stationery store. Sometimes your local supermarket will stock them, or you probably even have one of these in your house already. First of all, you want to make sure that you apply a base coat to your nails. I'm just using NYC's Grand Central Station, which is just a clear polish. After this, if you're going to use a coloured base coat, then you will need to apply 2 coats of this and let it dry completely before moving on to the next step. The first way I will be showing you is using hole reinforcers. I just picked this little box up last time I was in London for about £2.50 and it comes with 1,000. You want to stick this as far down your nail as you want your tip to be. I think I'm just going to put mine a little bit higher. You need to make sure that the sides and the edges are pressed down firmly to prevent any bleeding from the polish that could get under the loose edges. Once you've done this, you want to grab your tip colour. I'm just using a white polish from a Dutch store called Hamer. And you want to paint this over the uncovered edge of your nail. I prefer using little strokes because it gives me a bit more control over where the polish goes. And if there are any loose edges, then you'll only get it under a little bit. And once you're done, you need to peel the sticker off before the polish has any time to dry. Otherwise, if it has, then it will peel off some of the tip. As you can see here, the shape isn't as neat looking as expected. I usually just use my thumbnail just to neaten up the edge a little bit while the polish is still wet. I'm just going to touch up the edge a little bit here. And there you have it. The second way, I use insulating tape. I got these in a store over here, I think it was €5 for €1, and a pair of toenail clippers. I find that using the toenail clippers, for me personally, gives a nice edge, and the size of the clippers with the tape fits perfectly on my nail. And this is basically how I get my homemade French tip, so I don't need to buy the ones in the store. You just need to do the same thing again as with the hole reinforcer. And as you can already see that this gives a more subtle curve to the tip than the reinforcer does. All these 3 ways are just entirely on your preference and how you want your curve to be. If you do have larger nails, then the tape and reinforcer method may not work for you as well, as the edges of the tape and the sticker might not reach the edge of your nail. I'm just going to touch up the smile line here. As you can see, it's not all the way to the edge and it's not entirely straight. At this stage, you don't really need to worry about the polish being uneven, because it will kind of settle down a little bit over time, and once you put your top coat on, it will smooth it out a bit more. The third way I use is using striping tape. You can use any kind of tape really with a straight edge. You just need to pull off a little bit that's the size of your nail. I'm just going to use my nail clippers here, which aren't as sharp as I thought they were. I'm just going to use my natural tip here as a guide for the striping tape. And then you just want to paint this in the same way. Obviously you have less of a backup, I guess, if you're using striping tape, as it's a lot thinner than the tip and the reinforcer. There you go. 3 ways to do a French manicure. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.